So after our goalless win over Liverpool, yeah, pun intended. I mean, guys, if you're a United supporter, genuinely that felt like a win, didn't it? Well, question is, how then do we capitalize and build on that to perform better consistently? Our biggest problem has been inconsistency, and this has been even the admission of the manager, the players, and everyone. Now we've put on such a beautiful performance in the most hostile environment for a Manchester United player to play at. What do we do next? Here is what I think. Number one, immediately bring Mason Greenwood back. This should be the perfect team. Look, that victory gave us, okay, that draw, let me keep polishing it for you who might think I'm confused. Well, that draw against Liverpool gave us the template on which we are going to rebuild this team. Now, this template has one key main figure. His name is Kobbie Mainoo. Rebuild the team around Kobbie Mainoo and everyone you look at as a future important player at Manchester United. Now, if you have Kobbie Mainoo balancing the team the way he is, making everyone look good, it's only right that you immediately bring back your other best player in Mason Greenwood. The reality is Mason Greenwood and the stats he has got at Getafe already are better than all our forwards combined, including the strikers. He has scored more league goals than Rasmus Hojlund. He has scored more goals than Anthony, than Marcus Rashford, than Alejandro Garnacho. He has assisted more than all of them. So clearly, he has got to be there. But also, the fact that we are now looking like we can actually play football with less pressure, we need better footballers in the attack who are going to be able to score goals, but also, most importantly, get the ball to Rasmus Hojlund, our number 9. So for me, the first thing now Manchester United has got to do is bring back Mason Greenwood to just now get this template part of everyone's system. Let everyone get into the mold of playing like this, because this is exactly a template of the Man United team. A few names might change, a few people might pull out, but the template is that, and we need the right personnel to execute it. Greenwood is one of those. Number two, the next thing Manchester United has got to do for me right now is now start building the game to feeding Rasmus Hojlund. How do you balance the team? Now that you've seen it, if you're playing two holding midfielders, you've got Kobbie Mainoo and Amrabat, or Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro whenever he returns, then you have nothing to worry about defensively. You're covered. So how then do you get the ball to your 72 million pounds striker? Then that's the next thing Eric Ten Hag is supposed to be doing in training. How do we now balance the defensive discipline that we've got now together with now trying to find ways of assisting our striker, getting balls to our striker to score the goals? So how do you get those patterns working? Are we going to play on the counter? Is this going to be our style? We first sit back. We are not as proactive as Eric Ten Hag wants to be all the time, because you don't have the personnel to be proactive. But you can choose to play disciplined, be calm, and first control the game, the tempo of the game, and then hope for moments like that Kobbie Mainoo pass. Well, let me tell you, we've not seen the best of Kobbie Mainoo and his passing. Those passes are a thing of every day for him. The pass he gave Garnacho, he will give a million of these to Mason Greenwood. He will give 100 of these to Rasmus Hojlund. He will give Garnacho more of these. So this you've got to be used for those of you who didn't know how good this boy is. So for me, now that we've got people, everyone has bought into Kobbie Mainoo, we've got now to bring all our best players in, bring Mason Greenwood back, then find ways of now working and playing to feed Rasmus Hojlund. Trust me, Garnacho and Greenwood sandwiching Rasmus Hojlund. It doesn't matter who is playing behind Hojlund in the number 10. Of course, it will be Bruno because he's the captain for Eric Ten Hag, obviously. But it doesn't matter who is there. If you've got Kobbie Mainoo behind sitting, together with a Casemiro or Amrabat, trust you me, the balls will get to Rasmus Hojlund. They will get to him. So the third thing we need to do is find ways of working out patterns that get the ball to Rasmus Hojlund, so that we are balanced, but we can score goals. We look proactive a bit. Yesterday, understandably, we were mostly defensive and playing for safety, for life, for dear life, not to lose. But we can have the confidence when this kind of play becomes a part of us. We can have the confidence now to find ways of actually looking for the goals. So for me, that's the second most important thing United has got to be doing right now to build on that goalless win over Liverpool. Third thing that United has got to do right now, with Bruno out of the team, I feel like, and this is like the second or third game that Bruno is not there and we look comfortable. Now, nothing against Bruno, but I feel like it's high time the manager bit the bullet and tried out things. Now, maybe we need to now start looking for who can be a number 10 without Bruno. And I'm thinking, hmm, how about trying out Diallo when he's fit as a number 10? Or how about going for trying out Mason Mount as a number 10 when he's fit? What I'm saying is, can we try to find playing ways without Bruno? Because the reality is, like I told you, Bruno has been playing every game, but Rasmus Hojlund has got the least balls, the least passes as a striker of all starting strikers in the Premier League. That cannot be acceptable. That should be unacceptable. So, question is, could Bruno be a problem? Could he be a facade? Because he's the captain and he does a lot of things. Could he be a facade and blocking opportunities for other players? Maybe, like we gave a chance to Scott McTominay as a number 10. Can we give a chance to Mason Mount or Amad Diallo? These youngsters, for me, are the future of this club. Now, you might not call Mason Mount a youngster, but Diallo is. So for me, can we try out another number 10? I'm still thinking Bruno might actually not be the best number 10 at United right now. Eriksen could come back and probably play that position better than Bruno because Eriksen knows how to play that final killer pass. We know that. So I think we need to figure out the number 10 because the number 10 is important in us getting that now the attack, in us getting the attacking part because Mainoo and whichever holding midfielder is playing will give us balance and cover behind. But now the number 10 has got a big duty to do to break the lines and get the ball in the final third, and we try to get goal scoring opportunities. So is Bruno doing that? Bruno is, yes, he can do it in moments. He's not consistent and intentional about it. He's more into shooting and going for goal himself. For me, I feel this is something we need to change. But we need to change it by giving opportunities to others because we've got so many players who can play as number 10s. So that's the third thing I feel United has got to do. Find a proper number 10 because now it looks like we have so many players who can play number 10, but there is no one we can say this is our mainstay guy. Bruno is still, for me, not up there. He's not performing at the best level, to be honest. Number 4, next thing Manchester United has got to be doing. We have got to be consistent. That's the most important thing. We have got to find ways of being consistent, and consistency starts from the squad. Eric Ten Hag has got to start having an idea of who his best players. When the whole team is fit, who are your best players? And especially for which games. When it is a big game against a big opponent like Man City, don't start tinkering and going also technical, benching Varane for Lindelof for some understandable tactical reasons that it only makes sense to you. Varane is a big player. When he's fit, he should be playing all the big games, or all games if any. So that's a bit of the consistency in the squad selection, in the shape. We should be consistent in this 4-2-3-1 that has two sitting holding midfielders. That is the third thing United has got to do. But the most important one is what I told you first. You bring back Greenwood, and trust you me, instantly we will have got the balance in terms of defensive, like we looked against Liverpool, but also attack, because Greenwood will just pick one pass from deep, from Kobbie Mainoo, and the rest will be history. He will either go to the score a goal, or he will find Rasmus Hojlund, and we will be celebrating in the corner flag. The United Hotspot. My name is Webb. Let me know what you think.